Hi, I'm Kate. I'm a product designer in the creative side of Klickity. I have absolutely no business sense, so I knew I needed help.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm a chartered accountant, and I met Kate through a mutual friend, and I decided to join Klickity to look after the business side of things.
And this is Klickity. Klickity is a contemporary product design company. We're based here in Dublin, and we manufacture all our products in Ireland. We've been in business about 2.5 years. We retail in over 50 shops at the moment, and we've just begun our journey to export.
And at the moment, we've been focused on organic growth, which is quite slow but safe. And recently, our mentors have been telling us that really we're only in the feasibility and test marketing phase of our business. And to change this, we need to increase our profit margins by outsourcing production.
So tonight we're here to open the discussion. Should we continue to manufacture in Ireland, or should we begin to outsource our production? So tonight you guys are a jury. We're going to ask for your opinion at the end. So you could say our fate is in your hands.
Well, not really, Kate.
Producing in Ireland has been great so far. I mean, we get our products out there quickly and easily. We can do small production runs to test the market, and we can practically have prototypes ready for the next day.
Yeah, but is this too comfortable a situation? I mean, have we gotten complacent? Have we gotten complacent? Are we comfortable being small and manageable? Is there anything there? Or maybe like the image is really bad quality. Okay, well, I'll just. They were my favorite two images. So anyway, there's a risk of us getting caught up thinking like a small cottage industry, and I think we need to think like the international brand that we always set out to become. Go back there. Just keep it on that.
I'm completely lost. But we have such a good relationship with our manufacturers. We trust them. They value our business. We're an Irish brand with an Irish tagline, and that's really important to us, and we love supporting Irish jobs.
I know, I agree with you on that part, but the reality is if we want to stay affordable, we have to increase our profit margins to make us commercially viable in the long term. And just think we could reduce our cost by 1/3 if we actually outsource to China, and then we'd increase our margins and have more money to invest in new product development and hire another designer.
But there's big risk in outsourcing. I mean, we have to order container loads of product. The minimum order quantities are massive, and then you have this huge pressure to shift all your stock, so you have to know exactly what your target market is for your product, not to mention how are you supposed to finance this production run?
I don't know, the bank? I mean, financing will be the big leap. At the moment, we're focused on organic growth because we've no debt. But if we're serious about growth, I think we need to get a loan or external investment, and I think we just have to be willing to take the risk.
Next, brilliant. And lead times, let's talk about lead times. I mean, when you go to China, you have to order 6 months advance. At the moment, we're a tiny company. Do we have the resources to think that far in advance? I mean, I can barely keep up with today's trends as it is.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be reacting to trends in the market. We should be ahead of the curve.
Easy for you to say, you're not actually the one designing.
Yeah, but Kate, we could remove ourselves from the manufacturing and you could just focus on design. My goal would be to have our goods shipped directly from the manufacturer in China and get delivered straight to our distributors in their worldwide locations.
So how do we find this reliable supplier? I mean, at the moment, we're the quality control because we finish everything in-house. When we produce in China, do we know the quality of the work that's coming out if we're not actually seeing it before it goes into the shops?
But you have to hand over control at some stage, and I'd put in the research and we'd actually... So, I think you always said you weren't a craft business, but maybe you just love the hands-on element. I mean, are you sure you're not a little bit crafty? I think you need to learn to delegate because you can't do it all yourself, and we have to be willing to take that risk.
I'm just a little bit worried that our products are going to lose value. I mean, a lot of the stuff that comes out of China is a little cheap.
Well, what about the iPhone? I mean, that's made in China.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe I have to start seeing that mass-produced products aren't worthless. They're just affordable to a wider market.
Exactly. You seem to be coming around to the idea. We need to stick to what we're good at. We need to focus on our skill set, and your core competency is design, and mine is marketing, and China's the expert at mass production. So we have access to better production facilities. They're, maximize efficiency, which would lead to better prices.
And have we thought about how this is actually going to affect our brand? I mean, I don't know.
What would they think?
Yeah, sorry, what would our customer think if we started being manufactured in China?
Well, look, Orla Kiley is an Irish designer who lives in London but manufactures some of her products in China, so why are we any different?
And like Orla Kiley, I'd love to be in a position to employ other designers.
Yeah, and I think the best way of doing this is by manufacturing in China to increase our margins.
Yeah, even if that doesn't mean like a slight negative impact on our brand.
Yeah, maybe, but to make you feel better, the Made in Ireland tagline doesn't actually impact sales outside of Ireland. And to be viable, we actually have to design and make good quality products, but also sell them. And that means addressing a user need and getting the right product to the right market at the right price, and that means going to China.
So I hope you can understand our dilemma. To prevent us going head to head like these two, we'd like your opinion. If you think we should continue to manufacture in Ireland, raise your hand.
Okay, and wait, if you think we should move production to China, raise your hand. Woo!
Oh,
I think
I
I
lost.
win. Thank you very much.